Nice, beautiful day. But is it? So I'm sorry to bother people, but I've come into a little bit of a impasse in life. And look at the two squirrels running around. I'm a little at an impasse in life, and I need a little bit of advice. The last couple of days, I've been having an issue. This issue has to deal with West Bank First Nation, where I'm supposed to be allegedly from. Now, what caused this issue some time ago was I survived somebody trying to murder me as a baby. If you don't know about my past is this. I was born to the Lindley clan out of West Bank First Nation. The Lindley clan tried to murder me as a newborn baby. They tried to traffic me, sell me to some American, and they took me after I was born. They hid me, and they took me 250 miles away from where I was born to try to fucking sell me. The birth mother, Olivia Lindley, and the husband, or the sperm donor themselves, whoops, somebody's going poop, interrupting me. God damn it. It's still going good. So what's going on was, where the fuck was I? This stupid dog decided to take another shit. The Lindley family didn't want me. Olivia Lindley and the Lindley clan themselves. So what they did was they took me 250 miles away from where I was born. Originally born. Hold on. Hey. Nice place to stand and have a conversation right in the middle of sidewalk. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so the Lindley family tried to murder me and sell me, and they took me 250 miles away from where I was born. So they did that on their own. I didn't have anything to do with it because I was a baby. But somehow, West Bank and the Lindley family have blamed me for surviving. Now, Olivia Lindley, the birth mother of my person, of me, I guess, one half of the sperm donors, went around and said I died during birth. And she stuck. She doubled down, tripled down, quadrupled down on all that and whatnot. So I was picked up. I survived. I lived under the dismay of the Lindley family and the West Bank family. I lived. I got put into the Alberta Child Services, where I was systematically beaten, where I was adopted out to a racist, fucking abusive family. And I went through some shit. I went through a lot of shit. Now, what I didn't know is that Joan, the adoptive mother, knew about this status and whatever, and tried to apply for my status when I was like 10 years old. And for 20 some years, West Bank denied, saying that I didn't exist. That as far as they knew, I was dead, and blah, 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 and all this other shit. Contrary to the fact that I was alive. Contrary to the fact that, even though I went through everything, I was alive. Not alive and doing well, but I was alive and surviving. So West Bank denied me my status for some years. Now, what originally started all this is I was watching on TikTok and other videos about there's a bomb fucking goof, some entitled fucking Indian that thinks that stated that a couple of these fucking entitled fucking Indians fucking stated this shit, that pretendians, all pretendians are scooped or residential, or they claim to be scooped or residential survivors. I take personal offense to that because I am a scoop survivor. It wasn't my fault that West Bank is trying to deny me status. It's not my fault a shit family called the Lindley family tried to murder me and sell me as a fucking baby. And when that didn't fucking help, when they couldn't sell me and they couldn't murder me outright, well, they did. They left me for dead in a fucking Calgary apartment. Cigarette burns on my back, a crushed back from being stomped on, cigarette butts put out my back. They left me for dead. And yet all these fucking Indians walk around talking like fucking their shit don't stink. The federal government, the Alberta government have all admitted to what they did was wrong. You know who's not admitting what they did wrong? The Lindley clan. The Lindley clan and West Bank. West Bank to this day still defends and justifies their actions and their defense of the Lindley family. They still defend the fact that they denied me for 20 some years my status. To this very day, they still deny that I am I'm a status native from West Bank. They have gone out of their way to make sure I feel unwelcomed. And for somebody that's been forced to feel unwelcomed his whole entire life, hated, I think I know a little bit about that subject. Now, here's the situation. At the start of this year, I received a phone call from a Lindley saying, oh, we're bros and we're fucking family and blood this, blood that. And did I handle this right? Cool? No, I fucking snapped. Who the fuck? I guess you can use your imagination and think. I don't know who this Lindley is. As far as I know the Lindleys, they tried to murder me. They tried to sell me, and they left me for dead. They hated and despised me before I was born, from what I understand. Olivia Lindley tried to abort me by using heroin, coke, speedballs, and alcohol. As far as I know, she didn't want me. When you ever wonder what happens to those fucking babies that are fucking rape babies, that are fucking born through fucking rape, I think I'm one of them. The way that fucking I was so hated by fucking West Bank and the Lindley clan, you know, the Lindley clan took me after I was born, 250 miles from where I originally was born, said I was dead, went through everything to hide my birth, and used everything and said I was dead and I was a stillborn and everything. They stomped the life out of me. You don't do that to things that you love. You do that things that fucking you hate and you want dead. You don't fucking go 250 miles from where I was born and try to sell me. Oh, that was fucking bad. I've been having problems fucking like if I had fucking, I'm lactose intolerant. Sorry. Excuse me. So, Through all this, West Bank and the Lindley family have stood up, defended, doubled down, and justified their actions towards me. Now, as I said, what started this was on TikTok. There's a couple entitled Indians that said, "Oh, fucking people are pretendians, are always scoop survivors and fucking residential school survivors." I, for one, am a scoop survivor. I didn't know I was fucking native. You know how I knew I was native? With all the white kids bullying me every day for 14 years, beating me up and telling me I was an Indian. That's how I knew I was native. And it took me a long time to track down where I came from, who I came from. And I did all that on my own. And I take personal offense to this bomb goof, or any other entitled Indian that sits there and spews bullshit about how pretendians are always scooped or residential Indians. So that got on my case for a bit. And then fucking as I was going through that, I remembered that I moved. So I phoned West Bank to give them my change of address so I can get my dividend checks and my fucking newsletter and fucking whatnot. They refused to take my fucking, my personal information, my contact information, because I wanted reassurance that they wouldn't release my information. Because you see, at the start of this year, as I said, I had a Lindley out of the blue just call me and like fucking talk to me like we were family, and that, you know, nothing transpired between us. And I was somewhat pissed. So I just phoned them up. I said, "I'd like to give you, I understand that you guys need my change of address in order to get these dividend checks that I depend upon." I asked who I was speaking to, and lo and behold, it was the person that released my information to this Lindley. So I just calmly asked her, I said, "I'd like to give you this information, but I'd like to make sure that you're not going to share it with this Lindley like you did previously." And she owned up to it. She goes, "Yes, I did do that." And then she hung up on me. So I phoned her boss. I informed her boss saying that you guys or West Bank sent me a letter. You guys apologized. You acknowledged that you did wrong. You know, the fact that you shared my personal information with somebody that I don't know, I don't like, and I don't even want to know. Somebody that tried to murder me. And the trauma that you caused me by giving my personal information to this person is you can't sit there and not say fucking whatever. And she goes, "Well, we don't need your contact information." This is a Lori, manager of membership services at West Bank, and pretty much tells me to fuck off. If you're not going to give the information, then you can fuck off, pretty much, in a nice tone. And that's where we're at. West Bank is denying me services because they went off throughout my whole entire life, shit on me and did whatever, and now they're fucking kicking me while I'm down. Now, that's the issue I'm having. And let's remember, this is West Bank. I'm a scoop survivor. I've gone through enough trauma and everything. And here's West Bank kicking me while I'm down. Like, here's the problem. I would like to know the traumatic repercussions of having somebody that tried to murder you as a child just phone up and start talking to you like you're fucking best friends. I would figure that's the equivalent of somebody being raped and being contacted by the rapist, and being fucking the rapist telling the rapee that fucking it was their fault. Because that's what I felt. But yet West Bank has took it upon themselves to deny me services and deny me everything. Am I wrong to think that I'm being fucked?